What's up, gamers? Oh my gosh, it's so late. This is probably gonna be pretty brief, but yeah, just chilling today. Honestly, this is very much on a whim, and mostly because I just really want to beat the game. I'm definitely not doing it within this stream, but also I can sleep in, so I figured I might as well take the opportunity. And also, I was curious if I could do Call of 2 with the current equipment I have, because, you know, why the hell not, honestly. I completely forgot what equipment I had. Alright, here we go! Anyway, did I have anything of note to talk about today?
I don't know.
I low-key do not remember. Alright. So, I actually did take a note card this time around of just, like, stuff that I felt like I should be talking about. And throughout the day I was like, I'm gonna jot down so many notes of stuff I want to talk about. Lo and behold, I wrote down all of 2 things. So, I guess I'll start from the top of the list. The first thing I wrote about was, ow. The first thing I wrote about was the merit of yapping, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the point I wanted to make. Ow. I am not making prudent decisions right now. Yeah. Yeah, the first thing I wrote about was like, oh, these guys. Okay. The first thing I wrote about was the merit of yapping, and I think it was me reflecting on the fact that, honestly, running bits in the vacuum of space-time just by myself, with no chat, like no one to bounce off of, is kind of miserable, low-key. I was having this moment where basically I was running this bit with an old friend of mine. In a Discord server chat in front of like a couple other people, and it was just fun, you know. It was a good time. It had been a while. It's been a while since I spoke to that particular person, and it's like one of my best friends from high school. So it was really nice. I was quite happy, but I was just kind of like realizing, I was like, man, this is like so easy. Why is this so much easier than it is on stream by myself? And I was like, I don't know. Like, why is that? And I was like, oh, by Jove, you know, I think it may be because there was another person I was riffing with. And I had some really solid feedback on whether or not it was funny. Now, ow, this isn't to say that, like, it's impossible to run a bit by yourself, right? And, like, impossible to, like, find stuff that you just say to yourself funny. I do that all the time. I talk to myself like there's no tomorrow. To the extent that a loved one of mine consistently asks me if I have schizophrenia. Which is its own can of worms, but you know. Like, I definitely can run bits that I think are funny by myself, but it feels kind of awkward to like run bits by myself in earnest, like especially elongated bits. Oh, okay. But running this one bit with my friend was just so natural. It was so easy. One might ask, what was the bit about? Was it really truly funny, haha, expialidocious, as they say? Why did, okay, like, honestly, what even did I think was gonna happen? Alright. So what was the bit even about? Alright. Dude, the thing about my bits with this friend is that it is actually, like, 90% of the time, it is genuinely impossible to explain what is actually even funny about the bit. Like, Something like, it was about like, what the hell were we even talking about? It was fun. It was very off the cuff. We were talking about like, oh, he was like, I'm a big boy now, and we were basically talking. All right. Why are y'all laughing? That's crazy. I didn't even realize that they laugh so much at the mimic. I guess it's under the assumption that like you mess up and like you mess up and you get hit by the mimic, because I don't know, they just assume you're a fool. I guess this is the Coliseum immediately preceding the Coliseum of the Fool. What the heck? No knockback, oh my god. Yeah, but it was a bit about like, it was a bit about basically like, oh, how big are you? I'm a big boy now, and I was like, oh, how big are you? And he was like, about this big, and I was like, bigger than a bread box? And he was like, bigger than a big bread box even. About as big as a big bread box, but not as big as a huge bread box. That's my bad. I thought that these sorts of like, no, don't touch the ground segments were like exclusive to Call of 3. Alright. Oh, please! Oh, God. You're cringe. I do so little damage. Oh my gosh. Alright. What is happening here? Alright, these guys. Okay. Yippee! Literally risk-free fight. Oh. Oh my god! Sorry. I'm realizing that I focus really hard when I play video games. Crazy concept, right? Yeah. Man, this bit is like not funny. It's so interesting. Sometimes like I'd run a bit with my friend and I'm just like, man, we're so funny. And then I think about trying to explain the bit in its entirety in sequence to like someone who like doesn't know us. Or wasn't there for the joke, and I'm just like, this is not funny at all. Like, I'm trying to recount this bit that I ran on Discord with my friend, and it's just not funny, man. It's just not funny at all, dude. The reaction game. Oh. Alright, well. Oh, jeez. I don't belong here. Mostly because, like, the bit is built off of, like, just, like, a lot of really dumb non sequiturs. Oh. Oh, man.
I'm okay.
Yay, a blobbles. Okay, this was not hard. Give me my rock.
Give me my good old-fashioned rock.
Like, I don't even know how to describe my sense of humor. I'm like a bit of a comedy chameleon. In the first place, I don't consider myself like a particularly funny person, okay? When it comes to like fulfilling a certain niche within various friend groups and social groups, I'm definitely, on average, I'm not the funny one in the group. You know?
Make a contribution. Make a contribution, and you can enter the trial of the fool. Pay to open the trial of the fool?
Yeah, sure, why not? Bust!
Very well then. A new trial is open to you. I hope your performance is spectacular.
Yeah, sure, I'm sure you do. Anyway.
I got myself some pale ore.
Tiso is not here. I have no idea where Tiso is, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll just go to the City of the Tears. To the City of Tears. Why not? But, yeah, like, I'm not the funny one on average. Like, I fulfill the role. I don't know what role I fulfill, honestly. I think I'm like a pretty boring person on average, which it makes it kind of funny that I'm even trying to stream, because frankly speaking, I don't think my I don't think I got much personality to speak of. But like, you know, if you're asking me to like run a bit in a friend group, like, I can only really run elongated bits with like a small handful of people, and like half of those people are family members. The other half are like two friends. One is like a pretty close college friend, and the other one is like a pretty close high school friend. The one that I was talking about earlier, who I was like chatting with on Discord. Like, I have friends who are like super quick-witted, like they're really good at just like off the cuff, really like witty responses and references. That is not me. I am not built like that. I am not Mr. Clever, witty, funny guy. I have brain rot, and I make the same 3 references every time for like a period of 3 months, and then I get a reference reset, you know? You know, I am basically just 3 auto-generated images on loop. You know? There's just not a lot to me. What I am is like the guy who like listens to people and like is like a reaction soundboard, you know? I do funny voices occasionally, the badge. And in like smaller group settings, I yap. I'm like pretty good at just like chit-chatting and just talking and devoting my social energy to like just making conversation, even if the conversation is relatively shallow. I just don't think I'm spec'd particularly well to be social, honestly. Like, I think I'm kind of like that was gonna sound really sad. I was gonna be like, I think I'm a bit of a social misfit, which isn't entirely inaccurate, right? I don't really mind the fact that like fundamentally, I think I'm like pretty introverted, and just like, you know, I'm not exactly like brimming with class clown potential, you know? you know, I'm not, dude, people who like, I'm like really darting all over the place right now. I don't know what you guys do at like party. Like, what do y'all, I'm saying this to no one in particular. If I had a chat, this would be way fucking easier. I really would like to ask this question of like a bigger chat one day. Like, I really do wonder, what do people think of when you say like, hey, we're having a house party, right? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, what does that entail? What activities are you doing? Yada, yada, yada. Like, are you doing anything in particular, you know? Because when I think about like a house party, I always have like particular activities in mind, you know? Like, I don't plan on house parties without having like events in mind, without having like, oh, I will plan to have these activities available for the house party. I have in my pocket X amount of like things we can do, you know. You know, if people are like not, if there isn't enough social lubricant, if people like need something to like kind of keep themselves entertained, if I notice that people are kind of like looking at their phones a lot, if I notice that people aren't really interacting with one another, or if people are like just inherently getting left out, because, you know, that's just kind of a natural outcome, right? Especially when you have like a particularly large party going on. Like, it's just very natural for parties to kind of, for big house parties to just have people left out. And as a host, I really don't like creating like just kind of letting such circumstances go unresolved, right? Like, just, I'm not really the sort of host who's like just okay with people kind of just like, I would like it if everyone felt like they had a fulfilling and like pretty meaningfully spent time at house parties that I host. I don't really mind being the guy who's a wallflower and gets a little like socially spent and just kind of like wants to chill and like not really interact with people. I'm fine. I'm at peace with that. I can do that personally, but I know for like, and it doesn't really bother me because that just seems like an inevitability at house parties, especially for someone as introverted as me, right? As like socially anxious and awkward as I am. Like, I just get tuckered out at house parties. It's just the way I am. But I don't really like seeing that happen to other people at house parties. Which is kind of interesting. Like, I don't know. It may very well be possible that like trying to constantly engage people during a house party is like really exhausting for them, you know? And it's not like I'm trying to force people to do stuff, but I do get anxious if I notice that people are like starting to get, you know, disengaged during a party that I'm hosting, you know? Where was I going with this? So like, all this to say that like house parties where people don't plan activities, like they don't plan really anything and they're just like, yeah, y'all can just come over and we're gonna vibe meaning like, you know, just hang out and probably chat. Parties like that stress me out. It stress me out a lot because I like my conversations to go into the weeds. I'm not really good with small talk. I'm definitely the type to just listen to people yap and not say anything. Look around and do canned reactions and responses. Which is fine, right? Like, you need people who do that. It's just, for me, it's like not particularly engrossing or like fun or anything like that. It's just like, ha 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 ha, you know, and the idea of someone going to me and being like, okay, so why are you here? Or, I mean, not that they would literally say that, but it's like, okay, so, you know, I don't really mind being the odd one out in that, like, I just don't say much. But the idea of someone asking for looking to me for input on a topic that it's altogether likely I'm just not that knowledgeable or invested in actually stresses me out a little bit. And such is the nature of like a lot of small talk. Like when I'm talking with people, my mind is racing to like ask pertinent questions and think of like really relevant and thoughtful things to say. Thoughtful not in the sense that like, oh, a new kernel of knowledge has been bestowed upon me, but thoughtful in that like, oh, it's actually additive to the conversation. It's not just a throwaway line. I fail like 70% of the time, but I try my best. Songstress Maria, a voice to ease all burdens and still all troubled minds. Like, I'm a pretty decent small group conversationalist. Particularly because I think I shine most when I'm just running the show by myself. I'm a selfish talker. I'm an egoist, you know. But I also like listening to people who are really good at talking about the stuff that they care about. Or I think I'm good anyway. But I like having that just be the whole point of your party. Like some people just don't really like chatting, or like, you know, they like vibing, right? But like small talk is just, how many people think that small talk is genuinely fulfilling? I feel like small talk by itself is never, this might just be a me opinion, because like, right, there's some value to just like little casual pleasantries that are, you know, no matter how small they are, they're still pleasant, right? They're still like enjoyable just because, oh, it's people performing like, you know, niceties with each other and just being courteous, right? That in and of itself is like a valuable experience, right? Like as someone who has started working part-time as in customer service and as like a register, I actually rather enjoy trying to be energetic and chipper for customers, especially when they respond in kind and are just like, wow, you know, I actually really appreciated that. And then, or even if they just like smile back and they're just like, oh, how are you? Like, you know, that's rewarding. I enjoy that, though. That might just be something unique to my value system. Like people keep saying at my part-time job, like, oh, wow, you're so chipper. Oh, it's because you're new here. As if to imply, like, yeah, that'll end soon. The light will be gone from your eyes. Your love for life will slowly but surely fade away, and your appreciation for the people around you will surely dull down into a sort of dead husk of what it used to be. But I don't know. I mean, if it does happen, it won't be because I dislike people or I suddenly fundamentally dislike people. It'll just be because, like, you know, the job itself is not necessarily the most engrossing thing in the world. Which, I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but I hope it doesn't happen because, truth be told, like, I like all the little bits of compassion that kind of bleed through all the niceties. I think that's fun. I think it's nice to observe, and it's really rewarding to be able to, like, take part in that social exchange. Okay, voicing another woman. Welcome to my stage, little one. I am Marissa, a songstress of some renown. Though given the sorry state of this place, you may find it hard to believe. Huge crowds once flocked to hear me sing. Then something changed. The audience, once so enwrapped, began to leave. I continued to sing, yet my voice fell silent upon their ears. Perhaps you'd care to listen to me sing? You'll be the first in an age to hear it. Even if only you. It's a wonderful thing to have an audience again. Well,
You got a beautiful voice, Marisa.
Yeah, it's pronounced Marisa, like in Street Fighter 6. You know, the Italian one. The Italian one. The Italian bi icon. Going violently out of tune. Making overtones a line is so hot.
Even if only you. It's a wonderful thing to have an audience again.
So sweet. Man, those fuckers who kill Marisa, fuck them. There's a real debate about like what the dream nail really does. I mean, technically if I'm like kind of like ensnaring the souls of like other spirit of like, you know, all the dream bosses in my dream nail, then like this should probably be fair game, no? But it really remains to be seen whether or not that's like genuinely a sort of salvation. I honestly can't speak to that. I'm not that well versed in the Hollow Knight lore. Yeah, but no, parties where there are no plans and it's all about chatting scare me. Scare is like a strong way of putting it, but they're just not really my speed. They're like very, I don't know. I'm the guy who always goes to parties. Like, I would always be the one who brings the consoles, brings all the games, I would bring all the board games. Yeah, I'm that guy. I bring board games to parties. Board games are another fun topic. I'm the one who brings all the board games to parties. 90% of which nobody plays. I'm trying to develop a better sense for like what games are like appealing to like a broad audience. With mixed success, of course, but you know, it's a work in progress. Being the board game guy of like a friend group, it's a constant work in progress, trying to learn how to effectively onboard people on your hobbies, you know? I love board games. Tabletop games are cool, particularly because in a way that is like even more strictly emphasized than video games, they are like just inherently powerfully communal, which is cool. But yeah, like I like having social lubricant at parties in the form of just like planned events and activities, like options for options for people to engage with, activities for people to engage with that operate on like a more like meta social level as like vectors of socialization. This is like a very like highfalutin, pretentious way of saying that I like giving people excuses to socialize at parties as an event organizer. Case in point, like, oh, escape rooms are great because inherently people have to interact with one another and collaborate in order to actually get shit done, you know? Escape rooms in design and in spirit are meant to be enjoyed in groups, you know? And I think that's pretty epic. As is the case with most board games, you know? But then there's the whole rigmarole of like, okay, how do I teach people how to play board games? Because board games are complicated. Right? Games in general are complicated. They require like the ability to just let a bunch of assumptions fly and just like be okay with rules just being the way they are, you know? Which is kind of like a developed skill if you're a gamer. It's an acquired skill. That's sort of like mental pliability, right? But yeah, like, I have all sorts of, like, events I'd like to run just, like, amongst my friend group one day. One of the things that I'm, like, I really want to do is I really want to run, like, I was telling people that I was going to do this over this past summer, and it just never happened, but I really want to do it. I want to run, like an event that is essentially, like, like a really gimmicky minigame based spelling bee. Why the minigame based spelling bee? I guess that's not exactly the right way to put it, you know? It's more like I want to run a spelling bee that somehow is welcoming to people who don't necessarily consider themselves particularly strong in spelling. This came about because originally I was just tossing around the idea of like, hey, if I hosted a spelling bee, would you guys join? And so many of my friends, because I'm friends with people who are like enormous nerds, and I'm also friends with people who are like nerds, but like not in like the academic sense. You know, like they're geeks and nerds, but in like more like the hobbyist sort of sense. And then I'm friends with people who are nerds both in the hobbyist sense and also strictly in the academic sense. The latter of which are very much the sort of people who are just like, regardless of how good they are at spelling, they would absolutely take to doing like a spelling bee just because that they find that sort of thing fun inherently, because they're competitive and they're also geeks and nerds who know a lot of big words. But then I have the other friend group who's just like, I don't know how to spell, and I would feel really embarrassed to not know how to spell words, which is reasonable, you know? So like, I was like, how do I make a spelling bee that is welcoming to people who don't necessarily believe in their ability to spell, right? And the really obvious answer is to just like make a spelling bee where spelling isn't really the only assessed skill. It's not the only valuable skill. Which means like, okay, I have to introduce other challenges beyond just spelling words in a spelling bee. Which means that like, okay, like I'll make a spelling bee that's kind of like it has built-in challenges that kind of further complicate the whole ordeal or introduce more of a minigame component to it. Give me a sec. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. A rare fine metal, that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. Give 2 pale ore and geo to strengthen the nail?
Yes, sir. I want the big stick.
As you wish. I'll get to work then. I don't know why I keep doing that.
P.U., that sticks! Nailsmith, you freaking reek! You're freaking reeking there, buddy. Oh, man.
Here we are. The reforging is complete. I've modified the nail to spiral form. A very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off you go now. Cut your way forward. You're still here? Is there something else you want? If you bring me 3 pieces of pale ore, I can forge it into your nail and make it stronger still. Alright. A powerful weapon of hollowness, refined beyond all others. I honestly don't remember what I've done. I should probably, like, find another mask shard and also just, like... I need to get Isma's tier, actually. I need to get Isma's tier, and I need to, like... do some, like... Warriors' Graves? Question mark? Warriors' Jeeves. And also get Shade cloak. Whoa. I haven't even fought Zero yet, now that I think of. Oh man, that was not on purpose. All right.
Oh, wow, I'm so strong.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can go to city storerooms and then go to another place. I don't know, man. Let's see, I'm over here.
I could go up. I could get that tree.
I think what I want to do is I want to get to Leg Eater and get Fragile Strength again. Yeah. I'll go up to Gorb, initiate Grim Troop.
No, please. Please come down. I'm begging. I'd like to use your elevator, please.
I actually really need to pee. Not quite yet, but like... Oh.
Yippee! Oh no!
Let me go pee so I can A, remember what I was talking about, and also like pee because I actually need to pee. I'll be back in a moment. All right.
Bye-bye, bye-bye now, bye, bye-bye, bye-bye, I'm peeing, bye, I'm relieving myself, I'm powdering my nose, bye.
Sheesh, I'm so annoying. Oh my gosh. Oh, yippee. Oh my god, we are so back. Back, bigger and better than this fit. And monkeys.
You found my man kissing?
Sorry, I'm making Dark Alliance references. Dude, Dark Alliance has so many great voice lines. There's, like... I feel like everyone... Actually, this is not even true. Several people I know, myself included, have like a repository of things, from their childhood that they quote like all the time. So for me, chief among those things, there is like, I have a decent amount of Dark Alliance quotes, as well as like a decent amount of a lot of Rurouni Kenshin quotes, honestly. And then there's a lot of like YouTube video quotes. Like, I really like quoting minute hour videos, but I can't really quote them at this time of night because it's really, I would do it really loudly and it would probably get me in trouble. You better pray for a miracle if I ever see your face again. Like, the minute hour's got some good stuff.
I popped him.
Oh, the grill video. Oh my gosh. The one where he's just like, "Would you grill me on this grill?" It's great. I love quoting that video. I used to be like the guy who quotes YouTube videos just all the time in the friend group, like in full. Like I used to be able to quote all of Poke Awesome by Ego Raptor front to back. That's not that hard, honestly. That video is like 2 minutes long. Like Jet, the guy who does the Sonic impressions. I used to quote like a bunch of his videos, like I'm the fastest thing alive! I've always wondered about the radical left's obsession with speed running.
Huh?
It's always go fast instead of do right.
What?
And in a Petersonian sense.
Petersonian?
Introducing radical sexual archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest hedgehog.
Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're a beta male, Sonic. That one's good. That was funny. I particularly like the one where like Jet's like,
That's right. I never lost my virginity. That's why I never lose.
and then Sonic's like,
Guess I'll have to steal your virginity then.
how quaint. Anyway. Yeah, sorry, I don't even remember how the hell I got here. But, yeah, no, everyone's got, like, a repository of things that they always quote. Mine is growing day by day. I used to quote a lot of Senior Pello stuff as well. But I think there's a very specific reservoir of, like, people have stuff that only they quote amongst, like, a specific, pretty tight-knit group of people. Like, there are more ubiquitous things that people quote, and then there's the more, like, oh, only, like, myself and like a couple friends get this, you know. Like for me, it's definitely Rurouni Kenshin and the English dub for Rurouni Kenshin, as well as what the hell is it called? What? I said it earlier. Oh, Dark Alliance. Like, I really like quoting Seth and Bartley from Dark Alliance. And for Rurouni Kenshin, it's really just like a lot of characters. We gotta fly! I can't do a Lex Ling impression. I don't know why I'm acting like I can. But Senkaku and Sojiro's like twisted, demented, fucked up family are so ripe for quoting. And also Shishio. Really a lot of characters, honestly. The Hot Springs. That's right. We really like quoting that one scene. My family, we really like quoting that one scene where Sojiro is actually like about to having a flashback and about to have a mental breakdown. I don't know why. It's just we just really enjoy quoting the scene where he's just like, but the truth is, that's right. I was crying in the rain. Wait. That's right. I was smiling in the rain. But the truth is, killing really wasn't. And then he screams, which I'm not gonna do right now because it's hella late. Promised plenty. Souls to serve. Soul twisted. Fate emptied its bowels into the toilet, into the bowl. Fate placed its hands on the rims of the bowl and emptied its bowels into the toilet of time. I'm not reading that one. Dude, oh my gosh, that video is really funny. That video is like what is it? It's a video that's making fun of like the intros. Blech. The fight intros in Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 is so good. I love Soul Calibur 2. I wish that Mitsurugi's outfit 2 from Soul Calibur 2 would come back, because that outfit is hot as hell. Yeah, Mitsurugi's hot. He's a hot guy. Mitsurugi's just really funny. Fighting game lore in general is really funny, but Mitsurugi's like such a goofy guy. Like, he's like Ishkandar if instead of just dying, Ishkandar from Fate Zero, I mean. He's like Ishkandar if instead of dying, he just constantly got fucked with and distracted, and that's literally it. Like, in Soul Calibur 6, Mitsurugi's whole thing is, like, he gets shot in Japan for like the umpteenth time, and he's just like, I got shot again. I need a better sword, because obviously that's gonna fix everything, you know, I like, obviously. And he's like, I've heard about this sword called Soul Edge. I should go find it so I can stop getting shot. And then he goes and he starts like crossing through like Central Asia, Eastern Central Asia, and like Tibet and stuff, where like Edgemaster is, and Edgemaster and Taki, who's also there, are both collectively like, man, you know, it'd be pretty problematic if that guy specifically got Soul Edge. And Edgemaster's like, can you do something about it, Taki? And Taki's like, yeah, bet. So she just goes and like fucks with Mitsurugi for a bit. And Mitsurugi's like, I hate you. Also, I completely forgot what I was here for. Like, Taki's like, bet you can't beat me in a fight. And Mitsurugi's like, you think? And then they fight. And Taki's like, well, I guess it was a draw. Anyway, you should probably go back home. And Mitsurugi's like, yeah, okay, I mean, I guess. I hate you, bitch. And then he just goes back to Japan and gets shot again. He just does that. Like, over and over and over again. It's like Caliber, it's so funny. Like, theoretically, he's a bit of a nothing character, but his attitude and, like, just, like, the absurdity of, like, his train of thought is just so funny and endearing to me. And also Mitsurugi is just, like, he's, you know, he's a samurai. He's just cool in, like, a very basic way. And I think his outfit, too, is hot as hell. I secretly ship him and Taki for no particular reason. If I was actually writing for Soul Calibur, I don't think I would make them explicitly romantic with one another. I would just give them, like, really subtle, but, like, powerful sexual tension. Kind of in the same way that, like, I guess Knuckles and Rouge's sexual tension is not subtle, honestly. Just because, like, Rouge is just a straight up femme fatale type, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would, you know, I wouldn't explicitly make them, like, into each other, but I would definitely want to, like, have them kind of fraternize, and, like, you know, I'd want to, like, spur on a kind of, like, fandom of people who are just like, this is my OTP, even though they're low-key always fighting each other, but, like, it kind of, Mitsurugi, like, he definitely is the type who could fight people to the death. He's a samurai. He's got Bushido code. He's, like, not afraid of that sort of thing. But also, he is, like, in his bones, he's, like, a big sparring guy, you know? Just loves a good spar. Loves himself a good old-fashioned, just, like, friendly bout, right? Oh, I really love the Nail Master's art. Maybe I should just go back to it. Oh, I also want to fight Elder Hu. Am I able to fight Elder Hu yet? Yeah, let's have it. Sprint Master it is. Yeah, I can go down to the right. Yeah, Soul Calibur 2 lore is very funny. I love the bit characters the most in fighting games because they're just so goofy. Like recently, in Street Fighter 5 has a very colorful cast of characters. It is uniquely like a very silly cast compared to like 6, which mind you, Street Fighter 5 is like fully complete now and has like a way bigger roster than 6. 6 is still like a work in progress. I really hope that Ingrid in particular is like a silly character. Alright, do I make this character, do I make the voice for this character racist? What do I do here?
Wait, child. Why have you come here? Have you come to tame this savage, ruined land? Many have come to purify this place, but all who dwell here are eventually consumed. Yes, even the wild bugs lurking below us. They were once proud like you, but now they are only monsters. Beware dreams of glory, child. Turn back and do not return.
I'll fight you. This dream fight is like not... It's not bad, but it's like, it's just annoying. Oh! Alright, well. That's what I get, I guess. Man, Alright, Elder Who. Doesn't his health scale with, like, how you're doing in terms of, like, what is it? Like your nail upgrades?
My mind. It clears. Have we been sleeping, child? I remember. Those proud lords. Were they truly monsters? I remember their eyes now. Bright and clear. Why then did I fear them so? If there was madness in that village, it was I who brought it. They were right to cast me out. When I attacked, they were right to. They were right to kill. To kill me?
Alright, bye, Elder Who. Bye-bye. Bye.
Get to my nail. Get to my nail, you old man. Get to my nail.
We remember the Elder. We remember the Elder. 571.
525,600 minutes. How do you remember here in my life? In daylights, in sunsets, in cups of coffee. 525,600 minutes. How do you love? How about 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 love?
Sorry, I just kind of like randomly broke out into a song there. Where am I going? I guess I'll go down there. What am I? What in tarnation was that? Alright. Oh my gosh! You know what? I have a lot of stuff that I can get in the Forgotten Crossroads, actually. Now that I think about it. Yo, relax. Relax with the splooge, brother. Oh, man. That was a little heavy-handed there. Oh, what a con. I'm trying to sneak around the guards, but they clap on my ass cheek. But my ass is so fat that the clap of my ass cheeks always alerts the guards. Oh.
You have to get your fat ass under control, Snake.
I don't know how to do an Otacon impression. I'm sorry, that was my bad. That was actually rank as hell, and I deeply apologize.
Wow, I'm a little bad at the game, aren't I? Oh man, I really gotta clean up my game a little bit.
Okay, I'm starting to stim a little bit. I really need to get back on track. What on earth was I talking about before? I like went on like 4 different tangents. Like I was talking about like being like a host for like house parties and like what I like to do and how. Oh right, I was talking about how I wanted to like host a spelling bee that was like a special kind of spelling bee. So I want to make a spelling bee that is like, what in the world? A spelling bee that is like more welcoming to people who don't necessarily consider spelling their asset and in fact find the prospect of spelling in front of other people deeply embarrassing. Right? So I want to make a silly spelling bee, essentially. Because if it's silly, then it suddenly feels like, oh, you know, like, it's no big deal if I mess up. It kind of levels the playing field a little bit if it's more than just about spelling. Proud warriors, honor bound. Alright, I mean, that wasn't much of anything, honestly. So what I was gonna do, for one thing, I wanted to make it team-based somehow. A la like Family Feud. I basically wanted to fuse a spelling bee with Family Feud, Fungal Core. I do not remember this at all. I wanted to basically fuse a spelling bee with Family Feud and Jeopardy. Family Feud in that it's team-based, which is really the only thing from Family Feud, and and the other thing that I was gonna bring up, Jeopardy, in that there are multiple different categories of like spelling minigame, if that makes any sense. Basically, imagine like Jeopardy, but instead of every answer being answered as like, what is blank, or who is blank, or where is blank, right? It's just like, every answer is spelt, you just spell every answer. Like, say the answer is cowhide, then you would just say C-O-W-H-I-D-E, you know? And I was like planning out a bunch of categories already. Like, one of the categories I wanted to do was basically like, okay, one of the categories I wanted to do was, I wanted to basically make it like, oh, like normal spelling bee stuff, but I mispronounced the word, so it's like, please spell orangi, which is like orange, orangi. Please spell Kirkwit, which is circuit, you know? I thought that was really, really funny. And I did that a bit with my sister. It was like really, really messing with her. And then eventually she turned the tables on me and was like, can you spell... She would start doing dumb shit. She would be like, can you spell Ra'om? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I would sit there for like 20 seconds. And then eventually I would, in disbelief, just be like, you mean room? And she would laugh and like guffaw like a gremlin at me. And I would do not but wince in pain at what she dares suggest is like a valid question to ask. Like, fuck you, bruh. That shit is silly as hell. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow, really? Ow. Okay, well, this is dangerous. Another category I wanted to do was like, I'm only familiar with this YouTuber because of Salty DK Dan, and I honestly have only ever seen one video from them, and it has forever changed. I don't know what it's changed about me, but it sure as shit has changed something. And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. There's this YouTuber called Run the Cube. From what I understand, he just does reviews of things, but he does it all in like this really bizarre voice. I don't even know how he came up with it, but it's low-key kind of genius. I wish that I had the same sort of like performance ingenuity as this dude, you know? But basically, the way he pronounces everything is something along the lines of like his YouTube intro will be something like, "Hello, this is Run for the Cube. Welcome to my show," but instead of saying it like that, he would be like, "Hello, this is Run for the Cube. Welcome to my show. To my show." Like, dog, how did you come up with that? You know? It's really funny. Like, I was like really hooked on doing that accent for a little while, to the extent that I just figured out how to like say normal sentences in that voice. I can't really do it now. I'd have to like devote a decent amount of thought to it, but I was like a little bit of a menace for a little while, just doing that voice like all the time. It was kind of nuts. It was not good for my mental. I lost intelligence points to that. I had a negative modifier for like a couple weeks because of that. A negative intelligence modifier. And also a negative charisma modifier, admittedly. Everything was just a disaster. Pale worm. What good to foresee a demise unavoidable?
pale worm. What good to foresee a demise unavoidable?
Man, oracles and like fortune telling are so strange. There's one time when I wanted to write a short story, basically about the concept of like a king who's like, who has this fortune teller, right? Who he's like, oh, sick. Oh god. 7 masks, epic. Yeah, like there's this king who's like got an oracle, and the oracle's just like, yeah, this kid, this illegitimate, like this illegitimate child or whatever, this prince will be the architect of your downfall. And so basically he goes out of his way to just like do anything he can to like murder or trap or ensnare the kid so that he can't murder him. But because of these actions he takes against this child, the child always ends up not only like surviving the ordeal, but living to like resent the king and like the things he has done to like stifle his life, you know? I want to make it to Ballin. Why? I have to go through this. This is so like I don't honestly have a problem with the darkness of Deep Nest or like how creepy it is. I think that's kind of cool and unique about it. What I don't like about Deep Nest is how fucking loud it is. Just like all of the gorms crawling everywhere. It's just like annoying to listen to. That's really it. Like otherwise, I'm completely fine with Deep Nest, low-key. But yeah. Like I wanted to write a short story where there's this king who keeps on like trying to obliterate this child because of an oracle he receives about the child being the architect of his downfall. But like it never pans out, and the child always ends up coming back and exacting revenge upon him. And he's just like, oh my god, why does this keep happening? And he like keeps reincarnating to the exact same point where like he first receives the oracle. And eventually he just resigns himself and gives up and just lets the child be. And suddenly like nothing happens, basically. Like he gets to continue his reign. At which point he like goes to the oracle and is just like, can you please read my future? And the oracle's like, yeah, I mean like you'll be fine. I don't know. Kind of seems like you're slated for like, you know, a good life or whatever. I don't know. There's nothing really. It's kind of a boring oracle if I'm honest. To which the king's like, no, that's good. Honestly, I learned a lot from that. Basically, it was meant to be a sort of like thematic indictment of like fatalism and like determinism. The idea of like, how do I put this? Like, just kind of unilaterally accepting divine providence. Or like, maybe that's not even the right way to put it. It's just like willfully misreading what divine providence truly means, right? If that makes any sense. I'm not meaning to make this sound religious. That was purely incidental. Like that's not necessarily what the term divine means to me. It's more like a philosophical thing, if anything. But whoops. Anyway, what was I talking about? Spelling bees, right? So, what? Like, run for the cube. Anyway, we're back to run for the cube. Yeah, so I wanted to make a category where basically everything from the word to like, oh, someone asks like, can you please give me a part of a speech? Can you please give me a sample sentence? Can you please give me a definition? I just do it all in the run for the cube voice. Dude, the spelling bee would have been so much fun because it would have basically been just like one really long performance piece for me where I just have like a completely arbitrary excuse to do a bunch of silly shit with my voice. Kind of like what I'm doing on stream. But it's like, you know, it's people are forced to like sit through it and like actually forced to like try and interpret whatever stupid shit I'm on. It sounds like a lot of fun. I still really want to host a spelling bee. Another thing I want to do in addition to like the challenges is just like get a custom made reward for the spelling bee. I specifically wanted to get like a really ugly, like one of those like shirts or sweaters that just has like a bunch of text on it, kind of like I like imagine like a sample thing would be like, oh, I participated in spelling bee and all I got was this lousy t-shirt with a bunch of text on it that's spelt wrong. Like, what the hell? I got it at a spelling bee and I got it at the spelling bee of all things, and there's like way too many spelling errors on it. You know, that's obviously really, really cheesy, but that's kind of the point. Like, I wanted to make like a silly, really like text heavy graphic tee and just like make that the reward for winning the thing. But then if it was a team-based event, I'd need to make multiple of them, and I don't know how expensive that is.
Ho, a fellow warrior. Ho, a fellow warrior out here. Ho, a fellow warrior out here. I thought I was the only one brave enough and strong enough to survive in this foul forgotten pit. I am Galleon, the strongest warrior in Hollowness. I came to this monstrous place to test my strength. No doubt you wish to test your might as well. Yes, you and I are a rare breed, quite unlike this poor fellow who has fallen before us.
Galleon, sweetie, I think you're confused.
The world is not kind to the weak, I fear. So then, shall we do battle? Let us test our strength in joyful combat.
Yeah, sure. The first time I fought Galleon, I definitely did die. So, we'll see how this goes. Ow. Alright, we're off to a good start. We're off to a very good start, apparently. Alright, well, it actually wasn't that bad.
Alright! I'm kinda epic if you ask me.
Unbelievable. I am defeated at last. So this is what it feels like to be bested. Still though, I am strong, am I not? When you see our king, surely you'll tell him of my valor. Yes, he sent you here to test me, didn't he? I knew he had not forgotten brave Galleon. I am ready to join you now. Brothers, you and I, let us leave this place together.
Galleon is actually one of my favorite Dream Warriors. I like his fight. I think it's fun because it's very much within your control. And also, Galleon himself is just cool. Like, I think Galleon himself is a cool character. Nice! Wow! Okay, I should go do Herrah. Oh, I have to do Herrah. Oh, God. Yeah. I love planning events, actually. It's like kind of stressful, the social aspect especially, because like I take a lot of ownership of like failing people and I should say my guests, and like making them feel unwelcome. There was one birthday party that like really lingered with me back when I was in middle school where like I kind of just let one of my guests just kind of like I didn't think about the invitee list. I didn't make sure that everyone coalesced and everyone had someone to hang out with. It was fundamentally like a very selfish, not that like it's my birthday party, right? Like obviously I can be kind of selfish, but like part of hosting an event is making sure that everyone is comfortable and enjoys their time at your event, you know? At least that's my opinion, right? Oh my god, you're crazy. Alright. You know, like, ideally, if you're hosting an event, you would produce something that is genuinely, like, enjoyable for everyone that participates. But this one birthday party, there was one girl who was, like, really my best friend. One of my best friends at the time. And I just completely abandoned her at the birthday party. And after that, we just, like, weren't really on speaking terms anymore. And I felt really, really, like, I cried. I felt really, really bad about it after the fact. I was such an insensitive kid. I mean, like, everyone goes through that, right? Like, kind of like seeing the world outside of themselves, you know? But, you know, it's not any less cringeworthy or kind of upsetting to reflect upon, you know? But yeah, no. I really, like, I am very much, I do love, like, actually planning a good event that I think is really fun and novel. Because, like, you know, it's nice, like, I'd love to be the guy who has, like, a regular thing. Like, I have a friend who always hosts, like, basically, like, a big old party that's, like, ostensibly, like, a big food-based event every single year. And it's really cool, and everyone comes, and I bring games and stuff, and it's a good time. But I really want to do something that is, like, very firmly rooted in, like, activities. At one point I was like, I'm going to host a potluck every year, which I still kind of want to do. But, I think I need better means to do that before I feel comfortable doing that, like, on the reg, you know? I should do this geometry already. Just get it out of the way. Like, I really want to do a spelling bee. I want to do, like, just like a really silly board game competition. So, this is a whole other conversation. Tabletop games are interesting. Obviously, you can do, like, you can play it straight and just do, like, oh, we're gonna do one game and it's gonna be like chess or something. Like, something that everyone knows. Right. But what I want to do is I want to do, like, you can imagine, like, Ludwig's World's Greatest Gamer, but with, like, tabletop games. And I wanna, like, have games ranging, and I want to make it a team-based event because I really don't like the idea of just kind of, like, excluding someone by virtue of them just not feeling like they can, like, play every single game. You know? I really like the idea of allowing groups of people to collaborate and, like, get along with one another and experience, like, competition, enjoy it together. Because like single-person competition can be pretty isolating. It just isn't as fun. Like, I want to, like, it isn't as fun unless, you know, it's like a really serious competition. I think. It's a lot more fun to develop, to, like, have the external, like, motivator of just, like, group camaraderie and group bonding, you know? Like, that is dope, and people like getting along with one another. Like, that shit's awesome. People like being able to work together with people and to fill in for each other's strengths and feeling like they're fighting for someone. That's awesome. That's at least something that I want to, like, kind of key into as an event organizer. So I'd like to have, like, a tabletop gaming competition where people, like, try to accrue points in various events. So I want to have different genres of tabletop game, many of which would be tabletop games that the average person probably isn't familiar with. And that includes, like, the party tabletop games. Like, I have a couple games, like Shobu is an abstract strategy game, abstract strategy being the same genre as chess. Or, like, Go, you know? That I would want people to play for the competition. I also want to, like, have, like, just straight up, like, silly little party games. The one that most sticks out to me is this game called Happy Salmon. But there's also Play 9, which is basically just gambling. There's a lot of options to, like, have at this. Another event I want to do is I want to do a field day. Like, you know, the field days you'd have in, like, elementary school. I don't know if people still do that. But, like, in hindsight, like, I really miss doing field days. And I'd want to have kids do, like, like, can jam or something to do with Frisbee, like maybe Ultimate Frisbee. I want to have people do kickball. I want to have people do like, what's it called? I was about to say crokinole. I would like to have a crokinole competition, mostly because I don't think anyone that I know knows what crokinole is, which I think would just be really funny. But a really nice crokinole board costs like $300, and I cannot currently afford that. Oh, this is the no, like what is it? There's Can Jam, there's Ultimate Frisbee. There's a lot of different events I could do with something like this at like a group field day. Oh, I want to do pickleball as well. I want to do pickleball. I want to do kickball. I want to do dodgeball. I want to do like freeze tag or like cops and robbers or something like that. I want to do tug of war. Like field day just sounds like so much fun, honestly. And then also another group event I want to do is my sister used to tell me about, she used to play Slender with her friends in like a park or something after dark. I want to either like go to a park, like a public park, like really late, or I want to rent like a big house, like a big Airbnb to play Slender in. The idea of Team Slender basically being like, oh, you have like one team that represents like the people looking for the 8 pages and another team that represents the people like who are like Slender, who are Slendermen, and they are like running around moving as Slender does, while there are, which would just be terrifying. And I want to do it completely in the dark. That just sounds like so much fun. It also sounds actually terrifying and potentially very accident prone, so I might have to get people to sign waivers, but it sounds like fun, you know? Yeah. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. Here we go! Oh no, I'm gonna obliterate the Forgotten Crossroads with this. Oh well, it is what it is.
Wow. I feel like I recognize you from somewhere, but I don't know where.
Wow, alright.
Ma'am? Do you know what it is I have to do? I don't know if I can do it. But I guess I'll never know unless I try. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, hang on a second. I forgot about this part.
Bound for brood, for child. Fair bargain made. Give all for her. For her, huh? So you were her mom. I might not know exactly who your daughter is, but something tells me that she's doing everything you could have hoped for.
Hashtag ad, hashtag silk song. No. She's doing quite well for herself, ma'am. Alright. Alright, sucking up the juice. Sucking up the juice. Alright. Oh, I love doing this. That was not a good one. There we go. Something like that. And now the Forgotten Crossroads is fucked, which complicates travel a decent amount, honestly, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, hi! Hey, Hornet. What are you doing here? Don't you got a game to go to?
So you've slain the beast, and you head towards the fated goal.
Blech.
I'd not have obstructed this happening, but it caused me some pain to knowingly stand idle. What? You might think me stern, but I'm not completely cold. We do not choose our mothers, or the circumstance into which we are born.
Man, you should tell... I'm not gonna say who, but you should tell some other people that.
Despite all the ills of this world, I'm thankful for the life she granted me. It's quite a debt I owed. Only in allowing her to pass, and taking the burden of the future in her stead, can I begin to repay it.
Hakana Sagamos.
Leave me now, ghost. Allow me a moment alone before this bedchamber becomes forever a shrine.
Let me read your mind real quick.
Mother, forgive my inaction, but another path may be possible. Alright, bye! Have fun mourning your dead mom!
Alright, that's kind of insensitive.
Okay, Hornet. I'll leave you be. For what it's worth, she seemed really to care about you, so... Take care. I'll see you soon, okay?
There has to be like other ways to... I'm not good at coming up with these lines on the spot for the night. Oh, a bench! Thank you. Sorry? That's Oh man, I brought up doing like a group field day and also Slender, and that just sounds like so much fun. I'm actually like really amped for trying to do something like that. I don't know when I would do that, but it sounds like so much fun. Let's go to Dirtmouth. Get some housekeeping out of the way. Dude, I am extremely burpy right now. Also, I want to go to Howling Cliffs and fight Gorb. Among other things. Hello.
What?
I honestly don't remember your name.
My savior! So close! My savior! So close!
I've said this before several times, and it need not bear repeating. Sit that ass down, alright?
Every time I go to talk to Sly, I realize that I completely forgot how I voiced him. I can't sprint in here.
So, another would join our group. I have a gift for you, warrior. As a shopkeeper, I admit parting with it for free is rather difficult. But as the great nail sage, I must recognize your skill. You have mastered the arts of my remaining pupils. Now tradition decrees you too may hold the symbol. Wear it proudly, Nail Master. You shall be the last to receive its like.
Oh, I will wear this glory proudly, Nail Sage. Thank you, Sly.
Dash, dash, dash. Oh, I should probably Dreamnail him first, just for the flavor text.
Whee!
These refined weapons, the battles of Geo, are much deadlier.
Sorry.
Oh!
Yeah, there's Gorb. There's that tree. Oh, and I wanted to explore Howling Cliffs a little bit. And also there's the Stone Sanctuary. There's so much to do, man. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh boy. Golly gee willikers. Why am I doing this, by the way? I could just fight the Dreamers and then bounce, because I need to do Steel Soul, right? Because I want to get stronger! Oh, I also have to do Grim Troop no matter what, so... You know, assuming I'm doing all achievements, which I'm not even sure I'm going to do, but I just feel like doing Grim Troop, so... Which means I need to fight Nightmare King Grim, which means, yeah, that's going to be kind of a doozy. Bit of a dozer. And oozers the bozers. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh, scheisse. Here we go. I can't believe they got Timothy Chalamet to play friggin' Willy Wonka. That's just whack, man. I don't know, man. It feels kind of strange, honestly. Yeah.
I am Gorb. Bow. 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 Bow, 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 bow to Gorb. The great mind. I am Gorb. Ascend. Ascend. Ascend, ascend, ascend with Gorb.
Challenge the warrior dream? Yeah, sure, why not? I'd like to fight Gorb.
Ooh, I am Gorb. Gorb. Gorb sees all. Gorb.
I'm enjoying myself, in case it wasn't obvious. Oh, jeez. Oh! Alright, whatever. Alright.
I am Gorb. The great mind. The pain. The great mind. The pain. Ascend. Ascend. I am.
Gorb! Here lies Gorb, the great mind. So, like, what was great about his mind? If, you know, if I could be honest, because... Look, yeah, I'm, like, not really clear on the facts, if I'm dead-ass for a moment. I'm a little confused, you know, don't mind, I hope you don't mind me saying, I'm like, you know, I'm a little... I don't really understand what's going on. I don't really get it. Nice. Hit the thing! Alright. I was in completely the wrong key. Yippee! Yeah, that's not foreboding at all. Anyway. I am so happy that I did that. Isn't that just great?
I'm so happy the circus is coming to town. Who could not be excited for that? Like, honestly.
Alright, alright.
I'm at 947. Oh, man.
Oh, right, I want to do false champion. I have pranked myself. Dude, how many of these are there? I know there's one at the bottom I'm missing. Oh. I am woefully incompetent when it comes to Hollow Knight. I don't remember anything right. I could have sworn there was one in the bottom left, but that's my bad. Wasteland. Bugs. Reduced. Not really like an actual thing, honestly, but whatever.
My back, it aches. It aches and pains.
Did I get Baldur's Shell? I actually don't remember. Yeah, looks like I did. Wow, how easily I forget, honestly. Please, I just want to go home. Alright. We are back in the best area in the game. Or one of them, anyway.
Man, I sure do love Green Path. Such a chill place.
Hello, sir. Alright, bye, sir. That was kind of fast. Now we're going to Stone Sanctuary. Why did I update my map? Alright. You know what else I want to do? This is actually supremely nerdy. Like as a group event, and this is way less likely to actually happen practically speaking, because it would require a lot of people who would be into this specific idea, and I just don't see it happening, honestly. So there's this tabletop game called, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm saying this out loud. There's a tabletop game called Sidereal Confluence. Basically, the entire idea is it is like an interstellar commerce sim game where you have multiple different factions of aliens, each with their own unique like kind of accesses to different technologies or like different like different trade agreements that that make them privy to certain means of like managing, producing resources, or like producing or managing technologies that they can leverage in commerce. And the idea is you want to basically accumulate the greatest amount of wealth and like the greatest amount of like technology by the end of the game, through like commerce and also trade and just like making and negotiation. It is an open, it's an open-ended negotiation game, and like there's a lot of like calculation and stuff involved, and it's extremely freeform. You can make a lot of very different kinds of trades. It is very involved. It is also extremely nerdy and also super duper complicated, as far as tabletop games are concerned. Some of my friends really, really love the game, and others of my friends have been thoroughly traumatized by it because of just how involved it is and how like actually predatory very experienced players can be in the game. You know, because it is effectively just like, how good are you at hustling other people, you know, and like negotiating your way to the top, and like, you know, getting and basically like cheating, like cheating the people around you, and like getting good deals for yourself, and like being like a business opportunist. It's a very, I'm bad at it. I'm like insanely bad at it. I enjoy playing it, but I never win. What I wanted to do is I wanted to like expand it to like, 2 people per faction, because there's up to 9 factions that you can play with. And I wanted to make it so that we have like a whole big, like, we have a hall basically that we play in, where people kind of physically go to different, every faction has like a trifold, and you have one person on each team who manages the trifold and manages trades back at home, and you have another person who's like a liaison to the other trifolds who like goes out trying to like scope out the competition and make deals themselves. It's like a structured, like, basically like it's like a microcosm of like an econ sim role-playing event, you know? It is super nerdy the more I describe it out loud, and there will be an additional team of people who are basically enforcers, like people who police the whole thing to make sure there aren't like shady deals that are going on, and they penalize people who like are like doing illicit things, like let's say like illegal manufacturing or something. I don't know. We'd have to like homebrew like illegal mechanics, and they get points for several of the different things, like how many infractions they rightfully managed to catch, and how many rounds that proceed that happen to have not a single infraction, right? Because they just police so well. It sounds like a lot of fun to me, and I'm also like an enormous nerd, so honestly, like, it's not the sort of thing that I could imagine a lot of people would be on board with, but it sounds like a lot of fun to me specifically, and probably a couple of my friends. But ironically, even though it requires probably the least amount of space and like physical commitment, if that makes any sense, it in my mind is one of the least feasible ideas that I've put on the table so far. Just because of how profoundly like intellectually involved it is, and how drawn out sidereal foundationally already is as a game. Like time-wise, it feels really exhausting to play, especially if you just aren't really that into it. It's like, oh my god, it's so much number crunching and like negotiation and business deals, and it's like, ugh. And there's so many mechanics too. It's so much. I think it sounds really cool, but it's not everyone's thing.
My child, can you still see? Please don't hurt me. Can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. And dream if you're still breathing, little one. Precious children, you speak such loathsome things as you sleep. Your claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me?
Yes, sir. Are you a warrior? Or are you just like a mom? Because let me tell you, Mars does not need moms. Oh. I am beefing it on this platforming. Jeez, that was close. Yippee! Alright, anyway.
One by one, their eyes closed at last. I felt it. A warm stillness falling over us. I'm sorry I was frightened of you. You were always protecting us, even when we couldn't see you. Take us there, please. A place where light cannot haunt us. A place without dreams. Please.
There's something kind of disturbing, honestly, about No Eyes being so desperate to escape kind of like the dreams imposed upon them by the moths that they would scratch their own eyes at. That's actually like really darkly disturbing. The more I think about it. I chuckle as if it's funny. It's really not. All I can do is laugh. Truly, all I can do is guffaw. And here we are again. Nice. Okay. Okay, and now I want to make my way back to Dirtmouth and do some housekeeping there. And I probably want to go to the resting grounds, honestly. Man.
You silly little bush.
Alright. I'm about to hit the 2 hour mark, actually. I'm not that deep, actually. I'm just kind of vibing.
Yapping and having a good old gaff about random garbage.
I just discovered something slightly cursed. The green path theme matches up with Kissed by a Rose if you see it. How would it go? In the key that I'm thinking of. I completely gave up, honestly, if I'm being dead ass. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
See, there we go. That's the start of the end.
The big guy is no longer there, which is mildly heartbreaking, admittedly. Right, okay. Well, first of all, let's get this. I don't even know if this is, like, important, honestly, but... Oh, and I can also go to Grubfather. Yippee! Are you... I hate doing these. This is genuinely suffering. Alright. Oh man, I love doing dream trees. They're the best mechanic in the game. I love them. I love them so. They make me sublimely happy. So much so I wouldn't replace them for the world. I wouldn't trade them for anything. Slash us. Alright.
Yuppers puppers.
Wrong way.
Twisting paths, traveling masses, vessel sealed.
This meant nothing to me. You were, as usual, a waste of time and space. Thank you very much. Alright. This is kind of mean, huh? How sweet of you. Oh. Oh. I like how I'm having a moment and he's just like, let me just keep on throwing money, honestly. It's a charm. Yes, sir. Is that pale? I forget. Oh, it's opening today. Who literally cares? How many grubs have I saved? I don't even remember saving those many, honestly. Are we for real? Yo, relax. Oh my gosh. Hello? Oh, really? Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Enough of that. How many pale ore do I have? Just one, right? Yes. Which means the remaining ones, there's one with, at the peak of Crystal Peaks, and there's one over at, what is it called? I believe with the, with the seer, right? Let's go do that right now. Not the right one. Right. Okay. And I can't go in through this way. Alright, we just loop all the way around. I needed to go down anyway, honestly, down this path. It'll also take me on the way to see Salubra, which is nice. Hi, guys. What? Okay. I don't know why you guys had to be so weird as soon as I showed up.
Another weak one. Another weak one. I'd suggest it try its nail within the Colosseum, though it'd no doubt be squashed in an instant.
Yeah, I mean, I already did 2 Kalos, so maybe you should
Shut your lip, punk.
Alright. Yes, here we go.
Ouch!
Yippee! I'm actually so close to another mask already. Holy. Alright, well. We try our best in these parts.
Where even am I? Ow. Ow.
Trying to think. There's something else I wanted to talk about, and I completely forgot what it was. Are we deadass right now? Are we serious? Fluke, fluke, fluke. Oh my god. Ow. I completely forgot that that's how that worked. My bad. My bad. Let's go see Salubra real quick. Oh, Salubra. I'm glad you're still just kind of like vibing. Yippee! I think there's only like a rancid egg up here. Blue Lake is truly sublimely useless, low-key. Coral is... Have I already seen Coral here? Hi, Salubra, how's it going? Oh, damn. Alright, that was a noise that you made. Cool. Alright, bye, Salubra. I'm not happy about the noises you just made in my ear, if I'm gonna be real with you. Oh, quick slash. I just realized I could get quick slash. Holy. Yay. Alright. I am pumped. See what the game has in store. I am super freaking pumped. I am stoked. It's gonna be so cool. I am pumped. Alright. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes, so like, I think I'm realizing, like, I'm not even trying to fill space. I think the reality is that, like, I sing in passing way more than I realize. Oh, man. So bright. You and me both, buddy. That makes no sense in that context. All right. Like all the vocalizing and humming that I'm doing, like the like that's just me. I just do that like all the time, and I didn't even realize that it was so prevalent. I need to like actually be in tune with my own mannerisms a little bit more. I didn't realize how much of like just like a casual singer I was. This is where Fluke Nest is, right? Me just accidentally fighting a bunch of bosses for no reason, even though I can technically finish the game already if I just make a beeline for the. That was super duper chill. Glowing womb. Some of these are actually mad gross. Now, Fluke Nest is in the Royal Waterways. I am a fraud. I'm a coward. I don't remember anything. My memory is useless. I have the foggiest idea. I have the foggiest idea what's happening right now. Breed. That is certainly a word you can just be saying on autopilot. You know, if you change one letter in it, it becomes bread. You know, like the delicious food. The delicious food integral to every single sandwich ever. Are sandwich wraps... Oh man, my reactions. Are sandwich wraps sandwiches? Not like burritos, right? What is the difference between a sandwich wrap and a burrito anyway? I actually have no idea. SpongeBob! Wumboing! These noises are just so funny. Oh shit, alright, my bad. Alright, well, whatever. Let's get this bread, bruh. Let's do this, bruh. Alright, here we go. Ow. My reaction time is so bad now. I used to be able to do this so easily. Is that it, actually? Oh, yeah. Alright, that was fast. Bye-bye! Quick / fragile strength, man. What a combo. Huh? I wanted the strength to protect the others. When I saw that knight sleeping safe in his big armored shell, it wasn't madness that drove me to it. I just wanted it. But in the end, If strength cannot save you, then what can? Y'all, you're ruining the moment. I am not going to lie. So are they having like a funeral for this guy, dude? Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, sorry. I just had to do it. Right. I got a book, you know. I got a book I gotta fill out. Not exactly a good excuse. I'm not gonna lie. Hello. A little over dramatic, if you ask me. You're being over dramatic. You can't get away with this monkey business. Oh, hi, Tiso. I thought you died. Ah, pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Alright, whatever. Fuck you. Those old stags could have been ferocious fighters. If only they weren't so servile. Dude, bro, not everything in life is about beating the shit out of each other. Like, relax. You're so cringe. You're such an edgelord and shit. Get a hobby, fuck. At least if you're gonna be a martial artist, like, make it sound like you actually care about the art and not just, like, about, like, you know, beating the shit out of people for no reason. Jeez. Why you gotta be so weird, bro? I see another takes rest upon the bench. There's something unpleasant about that one, but a stag station's doors are open to all. If he requests passage, I'll offer it gladly. My duty as a stag far outweighs any personal distaste. What a noble guy. I love you, last stag. You're so sick. It was a long time ago, but I remember when these highways and crossroads pulsed with life. These are the paths I first carried passengers through when I was young. Those travelers are long gone, yet I still remain. Now it seems it's just you and I, and the furtive creatures scratching and squirming all around us. And also that fucker over there. Alright. Now I can go bear witness to the Grim Tree, I believe.
All right. We sure are making headway now, aren't we?
Oh, look there! Something strange and sinister has suddenly appeared. Oh, it fills me with dread. I think it best I try to ignore it. Alright. Jittery.
A new land, different from the last. How many more will we see? The roads between are dark and long, but the Master's light will always guide us.
You definitely sound like Herrah, and I can't do a Herrah impression.
Did you call us? You called us and we came. We came. You don't look scared. Why did you call us? It doesn't matter. Don't tell me. We came and I can smell something. Something deep below us. I want it. I want it. The charm. Beautiful, most precious thing. Little lovely. Will you let me see it? Have to show it to me.
Give fragile greed charm? Sure.
Such a little beauty. Such a smell. Such a smell.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot that she just immediately eats it. My bad. Costs like $1 bajillion for her to spit it out, to poop that stuff out too.
Ah, so good, so tasty. A perfect thing just for me. Ah,
Alright.
beautiful, delicious. Ah, you're good, little lovely. You're very sweet to bring me such a gift. The one who made my gift. Somewhere below, yes. Very good gift, very tasty, delicious. Do you want something, little lovely? You don't want to take my gift back, do you? Oh, so nasty, so cruel, if that's true. Once you give something as a gift, it's lost to you forever. A gift? For you? So greedy. But I can show you something if you're nice to me, little lovely. Will you do a nice thing, lovely? Give them to me. Your dear. Give me your dear and I'll give you a gift.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. I kind of did that to myself, didn't I? Alright, here we go.
You called us. Speak to Master. Speak to Master. Alright then, I guess. I guess I'll help myself to your master.
Oh wow, is the circus in town? I love Moulin Rouge.
That's a musical for those of you who don't know.
So, it was you who called us. Well met, my friend. Well met. I am Grim, master of this troop. The lantern has been lit, and your summons heeded. A fine stage you choose, this kingdom followed by worm and root, perfect earth upon which our ritual shall take place. And you, my friend, your own part is far from over. As the lantern flared, your role was cast, our compact written in scarlet fire. Eager we are to see you commence, but first, some illumination is required.
Oh, okay, I have a baby now. Alright.
Across these lands my kin are spread, harvesting that essence peculiar to my breed, the flame and dream. Seek my kin, claim their flame, and return it to me. Together, marvels shall be achieved. But don't fret, small one, for this task you won't travel alone. My child shall guide you to the flame, and gather within itself that burning essence. Like you, the child plays key role in this task. Only with it by your side will the flame and my kin reveal themselves to you.
Wow.
That was one sick trick.
It was kind of like Houdini, that one. I wonder what I'll see him again. Anyway, that was neat. I didn't even have to pay admission for that one. That was cool. I kind of the vibe that I kind of sold my soul for that. But he was so nice. He gave me a charm and everything. When flame burns bright inside one's mind, kin heed the call across lands and time.
Sounds like Cass.
The flame, seek it out. A master for our kin.
You're alright, whatever you say, Krug.
Krug.
Alright.
As it turns out, I do actually have one more of these shards left. Very last one. I feel bad charging you so much for the previous shards, especially because it means I have to charge even more for this one.
Yeah, sure you do. Alright.
Oh, I am so healthy now.
Yeah, these are not worth it. Alright. My voice is damn near spent on this one. And I'm not losing my voice. However, my voice is very much kind of like, I don't know how to put it. When my voice is very well worn and like it's late, my voice gets really deep. It also happens when it's early, but it's a different kind of deepness. Like with this, my voice is still pretty warmed up, so
I can still go up and down my range.
it's really not that challenging, but it's so well worn that I can just kind of lay down really deep, and it's really not that hard. It's like it's like drooping a little bit, you know. It's like slack. It's so easy to access Fry right now. It's kind of nice. Ugh, that hit the spot. All right.
Who, oh, who do I want to fight right now?
Do I want to go to Crystal Peak and go to the top right? I mean, I can fight the Crystal Guardian, actually. The Enraged Guardian, I should say.
Gee, how about sleaze?
Oh, man. The lowest effort imaginable, actually. So low effort that it is patently just bad. Like, on kind of like a metaphysical level. Alright, here we go. I can also get Shade Soul and other things. Yeah, why not, honestly? Oh my god, I haven't looked at the note card this entire time. You see, here I was being like, I have like only 2 topics to talk about, and then the first topic I went on literally sprung out into like a bunch of other topics that I don't think I even finished. I just kind of forgot about them. And here I am completely forgetting what I wanted to talk about again. Yeah, so the other topic I wanted to discuss was the Direct. Let me the good old-fashioned Nintendo Direct. So today's Direct. Today is, well, now today is September 13th. September 12th, the Direct on September 12th. Well, I guess it depends on the time zone. In my time zone, the Direct on September 12th was discussing, basically revealed a couple things. It revealed a new Yoshi 2D platformer. It revealed a lot of DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza and a day one DLC for Pokemon ZA. It revealed a release date for Metroid Prime 4, which I'm surprised is within the year. It revealed a cozy little Pokemon Farbixie where you play as Ditto. Oh, hi. You know, I didn't even think about the fact that I'm like fighting you, that just like walking in here would immediately put me in this fight. So that's kind of my bad, honestly. Yeah, shut up. This gives me, oh, it doesn't give me defocus. Holy, are you serious?
Hot diggity dog! I'm gonna be the healthiest little boy alive! I'm gonna be the healthiest wee lad this side of the Serengeti River. This side island nest. You and me both know that nobody's healthier than this dang knight right here. Oh, golly gee willikers.
I'm having a gaff. Alright. Quick Slash is such a boon. Holy, I forgot about how good it was. really? Alright, I guess there's nothing to... Alright. Really? Really there? Are you sure about that? But yeah, what else did the Direct reveal? The Direct revealed also a new Fire Emblem game. So, yeah, a new Fire Emblem game, which, funnily enough, there are two different two different streamers I watched react to the Direct in real time. Both of them thought that the new Fire Emblem game was going to be a Kid Icarus game, which, honestly, like, off the bat, I was like, there's an awful lot of ground and not sky for this to be a Kid Icarus game. And also, I was like, also, Kid Icarus is Sakurai. Sakurai's been doing Air Riders. I would low-key be extremely surprised if this was a Kid Icarus game. Lo and behold, it was not. But you know, not to be like an enormous killjoy or anything, but like, I really wasn't that surprised that it was another Fire Emblem game. Like, Fire Emblem has really and truly become like one of Nintendo's key cash cows, which makes sense. Following the immense success of Awakening, the immense success of Three Houses, the continuing success of Fire Emblem Heroes, like, holy. They just keep on winning with Fire Emblem, honestly, which makes sense. You know, waifu game, whatnot. But, yeah, nah. I don't have any particular feelings about it, if I'm gonna be honest. But it's cool. I like Fire Emblem, so I don't really mind. But I also haven't played Fire Emblem in like forever. So I don't actually have a great stake in it. I'm not planning on getting a Switch 2 anytime soon. I'm broke as hell, but like, you know, I will say, like, I'm not fiending for another Fire Emblem game because I still need to catch up on both Engage and Three Houses, and also, by extension, Three Hopes. Oh, it clipped through the wall. That's crazy! Crazy that happened. Alright.
Hubba, the Hollowness Crown. I am up really high right now. I'm a little squeamish. I'm suffering from a bit of vertigo. My ears are starting to pop. Oh my goodness. The mucus in my ears is starting. No.
Anyway.
I'm enjoying myself just a little bit too much.
Oh, he didn't slam? Why? That's interesting. Alright, here we go. Okay, I've already been here. Let me out. I want to go. Whee! Yes, sir. Go down even further. What? Right, alright. Whee! Oh. Whee! Right, that's why I know. Because it's dark! It's friggin' dark in here! Right, so, in reference to the Nintendo Direct, I had a couple expectations going into it. the games I expected to see were probably, I expected to see Animal Crossing. I did expect to see Metroid. But I very much expected to see Animal Crossing. And there was another one, and I completely forgot what it was. My bad. I expected to see Animal Crossing, Metroid, and potentially a new 3D Mario, but in hindsight, the 3D Mario was a bit of a long shot given DK Bonanza just coming out, and the same team that worked on Odyssey haven't worked on that game. So, yeah, that was a bit of a long shot on my part. Now looking back. And then in terms of like long shot, like this would be really cool if it did show up, but admittedly, I'm not exactly holding out hope for these two. I was like, it would be really sick if we saw Star Fox and F-Zero, which, like, realistically, I was like, I don't really see it, honestly. Oh, I was also expecting to see Splatoon, which we did not see.
Hell yeah, brother! I'm on the dark side now. I'm a beater. I'm a faker.
Oh. Oh my god. I keep embarrassing myself. Consume the descending dark. Tap circle while holding down to strike the earth with a burst of power. Spells will deplete soul. Replenish soul by striking enemies. I thought that was Shade Soul. Oh my gosh, dude. I need to shut my lip, dog. All right. Is there anything down here? Or is this the... Oh! This is the drop to the resting grounds, isn't it? Hello, Zero.
Stop there! Those who try to leave this kingdom... Stop there! Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed! Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom. I thought that strength alone could grant me these things. In my dream, I would cut that plague with my nails, and then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, Wanderer? Will you flee, or will you raise your weapon and doom us both?
Yeah, sure. Hey. Hi, well, yo, relax. Oh my god! Alright, anyway.
I can see now. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor. Simply call me a fool. I know you will not flee. Wherever you go, I will be watching.
Thanks, Arrow. Thank you very much, bud. I really appreciate the support. Feels really nice and warm inside, if you ask me.
Alright, what the hell did I get from this? Bum 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 bum. Alright.
Weirda! You've returned. Let me have a look at the dream there. You've collected 100 essence. Quick work. Things come naturally to you, don't they? No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them, or perhaps, being prisoners themselves, they desired your company. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket as encouragement from me, and return when you've collected 200 essence.
Thanks, Granny.
Your dream nail holds over 200 essence. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen that great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. But as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I needn't feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door.
How'd you do that? What the fuck? Alright.
There, the door is open, and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there, and you may hear the utterings of bugs long gone. So, you've collected 300 essence. Yes, I can see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain, though. Tending these graves and guiding the wielder. All penitence for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts, and return with 500 essence. Keep up your tireless work.
What? Oh. Alright.
500 essence. You're a master in the making. Well done. Well done. I've a small reward for you. Plucked from one of my most precious memories, this charm will bring you and the dream nail closer together still. The secrets of this kingdom won't be able to hide from you any longer. Take it, and return once you have collected 700 essence. More gifts await you.
Okay, Dream Wielder is baller as hell.
So, you already have 700 essence. I wonder whether the dreamers are watching you as you work, or even that old king. That lock of theirs, desperate but very clever. I wonder how long they thought it could hold. I hold no disdain for them, though. As history goes on, I grow numb to its repetitions. Take your gift and continue collecting essence. Once you have 900, come back and visit me.
Oh. Alright.
The dream nail now holds 900 essence within its core. Are you surprised that this old kingdom has so many hidden dreams? Yes, you're starting to see them. The connections between us and the dreams we leave behind, like prints in the dust. The time has come for you to learn how to revisit the places connected to you. Hold the dream nail tight, wielder, and imagine a great gate opening before you.
Alright. Baller.
Master the dream gate. Hold triangle. Hold down while using the dream nail to set a dream gate. Hold up while using the dream nail to travel to the dream gate. I need to look something up real quick. Alright. I see the truth now. Alright.
Let's get a move on. The dream nail glows bright. It holds over 1,200 essence. Looking into it, I can see so many memories peering back at me. So many asking to be remembered. None of us can live forever, and so we ask those who survive to remember us. Hold something in your mind, and it lives on with you. But forget it, and you seal it away forever. That is the only death that matters. Huh, so they say. Enough of that, though. Take this relic, and come back to me with 1,500 essence. Go! Egg. Yes, I thought so. More than 1,500 essence. The dream nail is close, so close to fully awakening. Continue on your path, wielder. I know not what guides you, nor what will it is that drives you forward. Once you have collected 1,800 essence, though, I will be waiting. Take this gift. May it grant you strength and help you to collect the essence of this world.
Alright. Accidentally got through Palor today. Yeah, this was an unusually productive stream.
The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you're content with me.
Alright.
Buy my cookies! Ugh. Buy my cookie! Ugh. Buy my cookies! Buy my cookies! They're ever so tasty! Millibug.
Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it, a sort of peace.
Alright. Just totally like, whatever.
I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. What a gloomy thought.
Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. My appearance should not cause you worry. Here I am, truly at peace.
Alright, Atra. Nice to hear it.
Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of a storm. Stand strong, little warrior.
I was once obsessed with power, though my time within this glade has shed me of such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. Seeking power is a hollow goal, best to search for other things.
Alright. Oh.
Money.
Bum. 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 Bum.
We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. These husks around my neck, they're my precious friends. Always there to keep me company, and much better for conversation than the rest of the odd lot around here. That's mildly offensive, if I might be honest, but you know, whatever.
Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than legends may suggest. Still, each is sharper than the last, and I'd require only 1 to cut you down. Aren't my nails the most wonderful things? They're gleaming blades, so sharp and deadly.
Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I'm of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me for the longest time. You don't seem to bear the markings of rank, though you bear no markings of a lower form. What are you? Do tell me. Are you a higher being, or just another lowly grub?
Yeah, I'm a boy. I'm a knight. I'm a bit of a knight. I'm a boy. I got a rank. I guess I'm a knight. So, yeah. I don't know if that makes me a higher being or whatnot, but you know, I'd wager I'm worthy of some respect. So, you know, don't need to talk to me like that. It's a tad bit disrespectful, if I may be honest. It's not. Won't do you any good, you know, making friends with the folks around here. Though I guess a lot of the folks around here ain't exactly the talking sort, you know, the friendly sort, if I'm honest, but, you know, might do to fix that tongue up of yours a little bit.
Are you enjoying your time in Arcade? I'd offer advice, though. To have made it here, you're obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. You're very impressive for such a small thing. I'm something of a warrior myself, though even I'd hesitate to raise my nail against you. Don't fear my rotting form. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force. Such a simple mantra, and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, I'd suggest you follow my example. Remember, tiny bug, crush your fears, crush your problems, crush your foes. Don't judge me by appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go berserk in battle. You wouldn't have the guts to face me anyway.
Why do you sound like that?
Hark, fellow adventurer! Are you heading out into the world? I'd join you, but it's been so long I fear I'd lose my head. Ha ha! I'm envious of you. Facing this world without fear, I could stand to learn from your approach.
Alright, Winner.
Watch out! I've an acidic touch.
Watch out! I've an acidic touch and I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. Don't get too close. I don't wish to cause any harm. Please, I insist. Thank you very much for saying hello. But I'm a dangerous sort, so do be careful.
I'll see you soon, she said, though that was long ago. I wonder where she went. Go bother someone else. You're not the one I'm waiting for. You're not the one I'm waiting for.
A wanderer. I've been many places and done a great many things. I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling the caverns of Hollownest. I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys, though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck. It's a vast world out there. We find it strange to see a moth wielding a weapon. We are a passive species, though I am not the only one amongst us to take up arms. Another braved the edges of this world, hoping to uncover a truth long forgotten.
I wonder what became of him. I came from far away to reach this place. Though my shell may seem foreign, beneath it I am a bone the same as you. You too are a warrior. I see your nail, but your shell seems underdeveloped. In your current state, to travel a land as dangerous as this seems unwise. You too are a warrior. That was fun. I love these guys. So much character. So many cool designs. Holy.
Bye-bye!
Alright, how are we doing? What are we doing? Do I want to go and see Lemaire and try to voice Lemaire in her old English ass? Not really. Admittedly. Alright. What tomfoolery is this? Alright, here we go. Man, I love this place. This place is awesome and sick, and it makes me very happy to be here. Oh my gosh. Ow. Ow.
Wanderer's Journal? I hate these. So dark. Alright, the Soul Eater.
I was about to start trying to sing Paper Moon, and then I realized I completely forgot how it went. I'm falling down into my shadow. Lost here I am, forever in your soul. This world, this cruel, sinful world, why does she wake? Why does she persist? Lemaire, you could not know of tragedy as complete as she is. True lovers, true lover. I don't know what accent this is. Lemaire, you could not know of tragedy as complete as she is. Two lovers stripped apart, two worlds that could not mate. And now my loved lover, dead so long in time, dead so far away, buried mine, aye, amongst its hateful kin that did deny a union, that did reject his, outsideness. She doesn't suppose, alone, could you ask, could you burden, Lemaire, couldst you deliver gift to her grave? The gift is maybe small, but the trek is long. She rests amongst her kind near our queen's lush refuge. Had such a thing be done, to ask perhaps impossible things, mad things, for Lemaire to take up such quest would be a kindness she has forgotten. Accept the gift? No, not right now. You turn away. Just should have expected such. This world is not one that favors
Only heartache.
I'm sorry,
Meno. Nails and claws. Why must it be so?
I won't do this until I do the Steel Soul run, if I'm honest. Yo, quit mouth breathing, bro. Oh! Hey, yo, relax. Quit the mouth breathing, dog. It is not sanitary. Get out of my steams. Alright, time for the bats to explode.
Alright. That was kind of extreme, if you ask me.
Oh, hey. Oh, man. Oops.
Bit of a silly little graphical error right there, huh?
I think I should stop. It is unfathomably late. So, I think my next order of business is probably the Royal Waterways. Oh, and also getting Shade Soul if I can swing it. Maybe going for, yeah, Royal Waterways, Shade Soul, Ismus Tier. Those are the main things, honestly. I'm really strong now. Holy.
I do so much damage you wouldn't even believe. Like hot diggity dog. I'm the murderer around these here parts. People should be scared. People should be right downright terrified of me.
I'm the Peter. Hey, Lois. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that the SAO English dub has Kirito say, Peter, I like that. Like, no, bro. No, bro. Negative aura, bro. Alright. That's it for now. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Thank you very much for hanging out. If you happen to watch this, oh my god, I forgot to change the number 3 in the title. Hopefully I can edit that. Yeah, it's a 4. It's supposed to be 4. Save. Alright. Nobody noticed, surely. No one's here, so of course nobody noticed, but this has been fun. Tonight was a pretty chill time. I just it started off with me talking and chatting a lot, and then eventually just devolved into me just kind of like, yeah, just like stimming, but I'm fine with that. And also singing and humming, holy.
I was doing that a lot tonight.
I was just kind of vibing. I don't know, it was fun. It was very, very chill. I was enjoying myself, and also like I made a lot of progress. I'm low-key stalling. I could definitely beat this game like next stream if I wanted to. If I beelined it to the Dreamers, but we'll see. Because after all, I am still thinking like, oh yeah, I want to get Pure Nail, and I want to do Grim Troop. So there are definitely a number of things I can still do. I need to do Royal Waterways. I got stuff. And then after that, I'll try to go for base ending, and then I'll start my Steel Soul run proper. That's gonna be so fun. I'm so looking forward to it. Oh my god. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna be peacing out. Probably just passing out like immediately after this. So thank you. Yeah, this one was a shorter stream than average, but I'm fine with that. Honestly, I started so late. I need to stop streaming it at like dark cold gremlin hours. I don't even know where that term came from, but I really need to pull myself together. I say that, but tomorrow's probably going to be another late stream if I'm honest. Yeah, that's right. Unless my work schedule says otherwise, I am planning on streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway,
Nighty night. Take care, y'all. All right. See you around. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Take care. Bye. I hope you guys are doing well. Bye.
See you around.